All right, welcome to Football Fury. Take it away, Sean.
What's going on, people? Tim Maurice. Another week, another crazy football week. I
Yes,
have
sir.
to give my head to you, Tim. You understand. You understand. Screw your couch stuff.
Wait, Sean, are you congratulating my Cowboys for beating your Seattle Seahawks? Is
I'm
this what I'm
conceding right
hearing?
now. Yes, I am. So give me
Oh,
every ounce of my will. Just feed. But you
well,
catch it next time.
listen,
I,
we
I,
gonna.
I handshake you right now. I handshake you right
But listen, make no mistake, 2 minute warning. You know I'm a big Cowboys fan. I'm just having an exciting week. I will talk bad about them if I have to. I will criticize them. But, as you can see, I got the hat going. I got the logo in the background. It's been a good week for my Cowboys. It's been a long time since we did anything. But we're going to start off. Maurice, what was the biggest upset of the week? What was the game you was like, wow, how did this team win?
You already know what it is, and
Tell
that's
me.
why you picked this topic. like you're not slick. We know, and you know what? And it's well deserved because I said that it wouldn't be a surprise if they
Okay.
won, but I did stop short of picking them because obviously Seahawks at home. I figured they would come out and be much more attentive after they could have lost that game to Washington last week. So I
Right.
figured that's they play real sloppy. They would tighten it up in practice. They would come out ready to go. They did not.
Right.
Definitely the
Okay.
biggest upset of the week is the Cowboys in Seattle because nobody wins in Seattle. So the fact that Tony Romo did something that Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady couldn't do over the last couple years, that's a really huge accomplishment for Tony Romo. And how fitting would that be if the Cowboys actually did well this season? Because if you want to get technical, that's where the downfall of Tony Romo started at Seattle with that botched field goal attempt. It was there where he got his he chokes in the clutch time name, and then in the clutch time he came through and he beat Seattle. So would have come in a full circle for him to go back to Seattle, be clutched, and beat a seemingly invincible team at home. Definitely the Cowboys this week.
Okay, well, now here's the thing. Before I start off my Cowboys, I want to point out, going back to memory lane, where me and Reggie are the only two in 2 minute warning to ever pick the Seattle Seahawks not to make the playoffs. I just want to put that out there. Remember that. We did not pick the Seattle Seahawks to make the playoffs. Now, I've been saying this whole offseason, Seattle Seahawks does not have an offense that can compete with another high power offense. Basically, the Cowboys went in there and bullied this team. We gave them 10 points. Basically, 7 points off a field goal by Dwayne Harris fumbling. And a field goal, that was it. That was it. We stopped Marshawn Lynch. These guys was running college offense. Then the read option play that it didn't work. And the Dallas Cowboys, this is the same defense that we was being joked about last year, talking about the worst defense in the league. It is the same guys. We lost Sean Lee. Now, I've been waiting for all the excuses in the world. What can you say about this Cowboys team? Now, here's the thing, and I will say this: I am happy, but I'm not gonna get too excited because if we don't beat the New York Giants next week, we got 5 straight home games. If the Cowboys does not take care of business and at least go 9-1 or 8-2 by the bye week, this Seattle Seahawks win does not mean anything. You got to go in there and beat the Giants. You got to go in there and beat the Redskins. You got to go in there against the Cardinals, which is a good team. And then after that, you go to London against Jacksonville Jaguars. You go in the bye with a 9-1 or at least an 8-2 record. If you do not take care of business next week, this Seattle Seahawks game does not mean anything. Now, again, to go to Seattle and win like this, I believe Tony Romo broke the curse. The curse started with the bumble snap, with the snap. His first year for the being on the Cowboys team. Okay, now he broke the curse by having a great game. It wasn't only DeMarco Murray in the offensive line. Tony Romo had two clutch performances. Throwing for 30-20 on Terrence Williams.
Yeah.
And then that was a moonwalk. Wasn't that a moonwalk? I thought Michael Jackson was just on the field the way he slid.
That was a crazy completion.
Okay, then he threw a back shoulder throw at Des Bryant. I'm Richard Sherman now. I'm happy. I'm excited for the win. To me, this team get a lot of spunk, a lot of attitude, and let's see what happens next week. But this is definitely my biggest upset of the week. Was there any other games that you thought, Maurice, there was an upset?
Honestly, no. I mean, everything else was kind of status quo. I mean, it's to the point where, you know, there's no more real surprises in the league anymore. It would be more like how the team showed up. Like, to the inverse, like take go from your team to my team. My team, apparently they're waving the white flag already. They want to tank for Wiggins because they came out looking flat as possible. No offense, 13 points, not one play inside of the Bears' 30-yard line. Not one play. So they like where offense is usually the calling card, especially at home. So
right.
The fact that you came out at home against a terrible defense, because the Bears are terrible on defense, and you couldn't move the ball on them, and then yet again the defensive problems manifested again, and you just let them walk up and down the field on you. By the way, I gotta shout out the fact that you didn't want to trade me Alshon Jeffrey for Julio Jones. Did the boy outdo Julio Jones this week? Yep. See, and is that why you lost the first ever Football Fury Bowl in fantasy this week?
And you know why? I give you props for that. You tore me up a frame. I'll see you again. Yes, you did, Maurice. You tore me up.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you this. I have another upset. We have the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm gonna call this an upset. I know it's a division game.
That wasn't upset to me.
No, well, listen, we disrespected the Browns totally. I believe you said the Browns were only winning one game.
I said 4.
Listen, I believe everybody was up there now. And then, come on, you beat the Steelers. What was the score? 31-10.
Yeah,
31-10.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's an upset, man. That's a real upset. You know, I know guys like Reggie Brown was sick to his stomach. You know, Pittsburgh Steelers don't lose to the Cleveland Browns. I can understand it was Baltimore. I can understand it was the Bengals, but the Browns.
Yeah.
Ben comes back. You lost a bunch of. I mean, come on, Benjamin was the MVP of that game with them touchdowns.
Well, I was trying to tell people, and the Steelers fans, they get mad at me. They're thinking, oh, I'm just trying to slander them. I'm just trying to throw hate. I said from the start, the Steelers are not good this year. Their offensive line problems, their defense is getting old. They can't stop anybody. And I'm telling Antonio Brown, he's a good wide receiver. He's not a true number one. Don't let the stats.
Oh, I doubt that.
He's the only one he has. That's the only guy Ben has to throw to. So he has to force feed him the ball. That's why his stats are so padded right now. Because he has to. Look, that other guy, Marcus Wheaton, like a couple times threw it right in his hands, dropped the ball. Nobody else is catching the ball. So it's to the point where he has to force feed Antonio Brown. So if you take away Antonio Brown, the Steelers they're dead in the water. And as you see, like when they put Hayden on Brown, where was he? Nowhere to be found. They couldn't score because they only have one option on offense.
Okay, but hold on. But that's a difference though. That's a big difference. If you're getting all that attention, obviously you aren't that much of a good receiver. Antonio Brown is a number one receiver. The problem is he's the only receiver. You got Marcus Wheaton. Again, we're talking about a team does not believe in spending a lot of money on players.
Yeah.
When you had Antonio Brown on one side, you had Mike Wallace on the other side. That was a tandem.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown and Marcus Wheaton, that's not a tandem. It's a one-man show. It's a one-man show. So,
Especially how they lost Emmanuel Sanders, too. So,
again, and we see how Emmanuel Sanders is doing in Denver.
yeah.
He's very effective. So I won't say that Antonio Brown is not a number one receiver. I believe he is a number one receiver. He's just the only option.
I think he's a number one receiver, not by choice or skill set, but out of necessity.
No.
Out of necessity, like they need him to be a number one receiver. I don't think he's a true number one receiver. I think he's a. I'm not saying he's a bad receiver. He's a very good receiver. I would take him on my team any day of the week. But he's not a. But he's like, if you could pick any number one receiver, Antonio Brown's name wouldn't pop out of your mouth before a lot of more other receivers.
I doubt that. We start off right now. Real quick, give me your top 5 receivers.
Oh, we're gonna do this again because it has a game.
Top 5 receivers. You tell me
okay.
Antonio Brown's not up in your top 5 receivers.
Top 5 receivers are obviously, if healthy. Let's put that disclaimer out there. I'm still going with Megatron. I'm going with Dez. I'm going with Julio. I'm going with Brandon Marshall, and I'm going with either Andre Johnson or Alshon Jeffrey right now.
You don't believe that?
I do believe that.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do.
Listen,
yes, I do.
Wait a minute.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm not picking.
What has Alshon Jeffrey do? What has he done?
What? Also, Jeffrey do. Like, look at my fantasy. I can see what he's doing on my fantasy team. Like he stretches the field. He stretches the field. He's a true number one receiver, just playing number 2 because he plays with Brandon Marshall. If Jay Cutler wasn't so in love with Brandon Marshall and constantly force feeding him the ball, Alshon Jeffrey could get once more targets, and he comes down with them. He's a great wide receiver. Like, he's been hurt. He's been hurt this
great
year.
Wide receiver.
So he is.
Great wide receiver.
He's not a great wide receiver. Then why won't you trade him? Then why won't you trade him?
Listen. We'll talk about that later. I got some trade. But here's the thing, Maurice. You're putting Alshon Jeffrey there, and you're putting a walking fossil in Andre Johnson. I mean, let's keep it real. Listen, you talking about fantasy. I have him in another league. I'm trying to get rid of him. He hasn't done anything.
Why'd you pick him up?
His last game was the best game of the year. He's an old receiver. He's getting older. He's slowly will be the one to walk out the door. And I'm not gonna disrespect his career as a wide receiver. But we talk about right now, Antonio Brown is better than Andre Johnson and Alshon Jeffrey.
I can keep going on before I get to Antonio Brown. I'll take Jordy Nelson over Antonio Brown.
Oh my God, Jordy Nelson!
I'll take Jordy Nelson over Antonio Brown.
Receivers like to go over the middle. Receivers who are scared to go over the middle, who doesn't like to get dirty, are not receivers. Antonio Brown does a lot of dirty work. And he's effective any way he touches that ball, whether it's a punt return, kick return, going on the middle, the slot, whatever. Antonio Brown is he's a top 5 receiver this year.
A top 5 receiver?
My top 5 receiver this year right now is
what's your top 5 right now?
Des Bryant right now.
1.
Brandon Marshall.
2.
That's 2. Hold on. Antonio Brown is 3. Okay.
3. Okay.
I put Jordy Nelson.
Okay, 4.
But not above this dude. And I'm gonna put Julio Jones.
5. Okay, so to be clear, Megatron is not in your top 5.
Listen, here's the thing.
Megatron not
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I do not watch cartoons. I don't watch Boo Boo Kitty. Understand that. That dude is a Boo Boo Kitty Tron. I do not watch him. You're 6'5", 240-something pounds. Okay, this guy is not because you talk about fantasy wise. He's one of the worst fantasy wide receivers you can take.
He's hurt this year.
He's always hurt. He's always hurt. He got transformed to a Boo Boo Kitty every game.
First game he was putting in work. First
It's
game.
Megatron.
Guys, this ends the
That's
quarter.
disgusting. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, next one is Maurice. We're gonna talk about your top 5 MVP candidates, players who are making a difference. Who? Why you make that noise, man?
Well,
And because are you feeling because Cowboy players not being involved in that?
nah. They in the talk.
Huh?
He in the talk, but he ain't
Huh?
number one. He ain't number one.
Huh?
He
But,
in the
but,
talk. He's not number
so,
one. You already
so
know
here's the
who I'm
thing.
going with, number one.
Wait, I mean,
You
here's
already
the
know.
thing.
You already know who I'm going with.
Go to number. Go to 5. I'll give you mine.
My top 5.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I will have to pick at number 5. I will pick Aaron Rodgers.
Oh God.
Just because, well, ever since he done told him for fans to relax, he's been balling. Especially that game-winning touchdown like in Miami on Sunday. Perfect.
Was he beat?
What? Okay. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Peyton right now. Just because I think that the voters are gonna have like Jordan fatigue, where they're just tired of voting for Peyton Manning to keep giving him. He got like 17 MVP awards. Like it seems like. So I think they're just tired of giving him those awards. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is leading almost every passing stat this year so far. Now, the only knock on that is because the level of plays that they had, like who are they playing? Like they're playing the Jaguars, the Titans, and of course you got to beat the ones on your schedule. But it's the Jaguars and the Titans, you know. So like, and the Texans so far, you know. So, and then number 2, I got your boy DeMarco Murray. 6 straight 100-yard rushing games. That is nothing to use that. That's ridiculous, especially given that they played the 49ers defense. They played Seattle's defense in Seattle. Like they're not easy defenses to run on. So the fact that he can, what you got to see if Jason Garrett sticks to the run. I hope he does because I'm not sure why he wouldn't at this point, but it is Jason Garrett. Number 1, and I said this since the preseason, I'm going to stick with it because he is one of the hottest quarterbacks right now, Phillip Rivers. Great. This guy is balling out of control. And the fact that he lost, like 17 running backs this year due to injury, and he's just still chugging along. Like they put up 31 against Oakland on Sunday. I mean, he just finds a way to get it done. And that's the guy that I'm taking for MVP. I knew he was going to have a breakout year. He's comfortable in his offense. I feel like, it's his time, and especially if he can go into Denver and outdo Peyton, give him the MVP right there.
Well, here's the thing. And I have a shocker for you.
All right.
In my top 5 MVPs. I have 2 Cowboys.
Of course you do.
And very good explanation why I have 2 Cowboys. Now, for my number 5, it's never happened. I'm gonna go with the offensive lineman Tyron Smith.
Wow, for MVP?
And now he just received the award the other day. There's never been I believe it was Play of the Week. In the last 10 years, an offensive lineman has never won that award. I believe it was Play of the Week. I have to do a little more research on that. But he got an award, which not one offensive lineman in the last 10 years has ever received that. O-line is getting some love. Number 4, I'm still going to go with Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to just say because the Cowboys beat them is done. Russell Wilson, if you really watch the Seattle Seahawks offense, he's the only thing that makes it move. Without him, he has nothing. I don't want to hear you got Percy Harvin, this, that, and the thing. Percy Harvin is a receiver that's good, like for the slot, breaks open. He's one of those tricky receivers. He's not a receiver like Steve Smith who goes out there and ball.
He ain't been playing well as a league.
Right there. So, and the way they run that offense, I'm sorry. Without Russell Wilson, this offense does not move at all. At all. My number 3, of course, Peyton Manning. He has a lot of stats coming up that he's about to break some records. You know, I believe he has one this Sunday night coming up against the 49ers. I believe it's 510 touchdowns.
If he can get 3 touchdowns.
I mean, listen, and then his offense is looking 3 times better than last year. Just to see how far they go, he's definitely in the talks with the MVP. My number 2 is Phillip Rivers. Because, again, you mentioned, you know, with a lot of injuries that happened with San Diego Chargers, you know, he still makes them click. They got the new rookie running back in Oliver. Keenan Allen is a second-year receiver. Michael Floyd's not in great. Antonio Gates, it's a aging former Pro Bowl tight end. You know, so he's still making it work. My number 1, not because I'm a Cowboy fan, is DeMarco Murray. Because, again, DeMarco Murray has been labeled as an injury-prone running back. It's not like when he got drafted, he was something special to come out like Adrian Peterson, even though he did play with Adrian Peterson in college in Oklahoma. But this year, right now, he's at 785 yards right now. Eric Dickerson, I believe, had 500 and something yards, 500 and change, and you have Adrian Peterson with 499 by week 6. By the end of the year, DeMarco Murray way by 2,300 he can have. And that's that's what they were saying.
That means he's going to shatter the rushing record.
Yeah, listen, and it's never been done. It's never been. Listen, he's on pace. He's at 785 right now. Next week against the Giants, he can have, let's say, almost 200 yards.
Yeah, he'll get 200 yards.
About has 1,000 yards already. So that's why I put him number 1. Rushing record is so hard. It's so hard to get. A quarterback record, your system. If Drew Brees had more weapons like he did a long time ago, he'll be in the MVP talk just because the system allows him to throw more passes. But number 1 is DeMarco Murray. That's my top 5. Not because I'm a Cowboy fan, because facts are facts.
I feel like they are also because you're a Cowboys fan too, but I'm just saying. But that's what I'm saying. Man. I feel like that. Yeah, you're almost right there because you can't. There's nothing to sneeze at that. He's had 6 straight rushing games over 100 yards. I mean, that's something great to see. It's just that for a running back to get an MVP, they're gonna need to almost break that rushing record. You know, like Adrian Peterson got it a couple years ago, and he almost had to run for 2,000 yards, so like to get it. You know, so for a running back to get it, especially today in a quarterback league, especially what Phillip Rivers is doing, what Andrew Luck is doing right now, what Peyton Manning is always doing, right? You know, like you gotta do something that nobody's ever seen before, that nobody can touch ever again at any other position. Now with the offensive lineman, I mean, like that is a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream. That's never happening.
Listen, it is a pipe dream, but you know what? Old lineman needs to get some love. And, you know, I'm putting it out there because
I agree.
It is what you should build upon. You never. When you're building a team, you don't want to build by drafting just a quarterback first or running back. You need to build that offensive line. And this offensive line right here is nasty. This is probably the best offensive line since the early 90s when we had Eric Williams, we had Gogan, Larry Allen came in about, I believe it was 96. You know, we had Stepnoski. We had a nasty offensive line. So, you know, this line here it's young. He's pulling. Tyron Smith is the anchor on this line. Yeah. He's doing everything. I'm just showing him some love. But, you know, he did get an award that no offensive lineman has got in the past 10 years And it's something
That's
to think about
crazy.
because these guys work their butt off. That's why Emmitt Smith, when he retired, he said every time I accomplished a rushing title or something, he gave his offensive line gifts because he
Good.
acknowledged if it wasn't for them and Moose, the fullback, these linemen should get a lot of love. But here's the thing, I want to ask you. You know, a lot of times players do little rituals and things like that to make them play better. I just want to know. I'm just asking. I kind of tweeted to DeMarco Murray. We all know what happened with Joseph Randle. I want to
Yeah.
know, is it underwear and cologne? Is he putting on before every game, maybe to run better? That's probably a ritual. What do you think?
I guess so. I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, I don't understand it because I'm not. Let's say he doesn't get paid like hundreds of $1 million. He don't got $100 million. Let's say he gets the veterans minimum, which is like what? Still like what? $400,000
Not for
right?
right, right.
Even I know that like for the average person, for me and you know, like. So like these underwear, these cologne, this stuff is kind of expensive right now. Like you can pay like $200 for a good bottle of cologne. If I got $400,000, why am I trying to steal a $200 bottle of cologne? I mean,
I mean, listen, I don't.
it got to be a mistake. It got to be a misunderstanding. Like there's no reason for that. Like there's literally no reason.
The only little bits and pieces that I got out of it was it is a little misunderstanding. It's not like it caught him with it. It was in his pocket, something like that. He was working out with a tester. You know when you go to like Macy's and they give you like the little sample bottles. I believe he had that. He had a pack of underwears. He didn't want to wait online, so it was like he kind of walked off. But you got to know your role. I mean, you're not a star player yet. Yes, you should do play for the Dallas Cowboys, professional team, but you still a nobody.
Yeah.
And still a human being. It was one of those things where what happened with Jameis, with Jameis when he walked out with the crab legs. He didn't steal it. He just walked out of it just without knowing. That's what
I feel like he did know. I feel like James Winston did know. Yeah, James Winston was like, nah, man, I'm too strong for this.
But,
then,
hey, let me ask you this. Going back to the MVP talk, is there any player that we have not mentioned that maybe in the next couple of weeks of football, they just come out of nowhere and will be added to them talks? Is there anybody particularly you know?
That's a tough one. I would say, because I know like the front runners are already differentiated themselves,
Right.
From the rest of the pack. But I would say just based off, who they are and based on what their schedule is coming up next, I would say, Shady McCoy, because he's had a terrible first half of the season.
Oh my
so the
God.
fact that if he can get it going, especially now because Sproles is out. So he's back to being like the only guy back in the backfield. So it's got to be on him. I feel like, and he's hearing the critics and saying that, oh yeah, you can't run no more. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You're not the old Shady. We're a real Slim Shady. Please stand up. So I feel like he'll be finally get out there like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna finally start getting some yards, getting some touchdowns. Hopefully somebody will drop him so I can pick him up the cheap on the waiver wire before that happens, though. But I feel like if I had to pick somebody, you put me on the spot.
Listen, I'm not picking nobody who takes himself out of a football game in the last quarter. I don't respect that. Shady McCoy will not be Eagle next year. Stamp it. I'm telling you, he will not be Eagle next year. They're going to find a way to trade him. Chip Kelly doesn't. Listen, I can't. Not with Shady McCoy. I can't. He hasn't done. He had one good against the Giants. No disrespect to the Giant fans, please. But let's keep it real.
That was the quarter.
All right, Maurice. Shady McCoy. My God. Okay, third quarter. We got the top 5 power rankings. Who's your top 5 teams, Maurice?
To be honest, the top 5 it hasn't changed. Like at all. Like
Really?
the way they've been rearranged have changed. But the same top 5 teams that I have are still there. And
Okay.
I just want to remind you that I had the Cowboys in the top 5 and Power Rankings before you did.
Really? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, I had them in the top 5 last week.
Really?
But
Okay. Well, no,
but okay.
Go on.
Number five, I got the Eagles right now. The
Mhm.
Eagles, they watched the Cowboys go into Seattle and beat the world champs to get to a 5-1 record. So for them to be able to see that on Sunday night, come out and talk all this garbage to the Giants, and then come out and just straight shut them out on national TV. That right there was a dominant showing. That to me shows that, hey, look, you know what? We're just not all just about running like 79 million plays on offense. We can play some deep defense too.
Okay.
Which if Philly can play some deep defense to go along with that offense, they can be a scary team.
Okay.
Number 4. Number 4, I got the. Who do I have in number 4? I don't forgot. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 4, I have the Chargers. At number 4, yeah.
Interesting.
I had to drop them. I had to drop them back because even though they did beat Oakland, that game was way too close.
Good point.
Yeah, way too close for them to be any higher than 4. They're still a really good team, but I know it's a division game. They were on the road, but you gotta take care of business against a terrible team like Oakland. You know, you gotta handle them from the word start to the word end. So I don't like the way how they kept it close. The defense kind of shaky, you know. And of course, they're playing against a rookie quarterback, who's a backup running back, because Maurice Jones-Drew, he's still not really there. He's still not back yet, even though he's still old. So I mean, but I don't like the way how, and plus like their other wide receiver. For the Raiders, like he caught 2 touchdowns. I forget the guy's name, but I did pick him up on that fantasy waiver though. Like,
Okay.
So I forget the guy's name though, but yeah, like the fact that the defense isn't really there, their offense is still looking great. Phillip Rivers is still my number 1 MVP candidate, and if it wasn't for Phillip Rivers, they would have lost that game.
Okay.
So I can't have him higher than number 4. Number 3, I dropped Seattle to number 3. I know I've seen a couple power rankings then dropping number 5 and number 6 or something like that. I'm like, let's not panic. Let's not panic. You know, they're still a really good team. They just made some errors that they will clean up. Russell Wilson doesn't make the same mistakes twice. So I feel like he'll be better coming out for the rest of the season. The offense will wake up. The defense will wake up and say, hey, look, everybody's gunning for us. Nobody's going to just hand us another Super Bowl trophy. So I feel like they'll come out and they'll be much better go on forward. Number 2, I got the Denver Broncos. I got the Denver Broncos still at number 2. Peyton, never really count out Peyton. Julius Thomas, as you heard, like against the Jets, it's so effing easy. So and it is easy. He's leading all receivers and tight ends in touchdowns. They're saying that he might have a legitimate chance to break the touchdown reception record. I don't know if that's true or not. I hope he does. He's on my fantasy team, so I hope he does. But yeah. That offense is looking good. Emmanuel Sanders is a great pickup. You know, just to add that to Demaryius Thomas, you know, they don't miss Decker at all. So, you know, they just need to get a running game, and that they're one legit running back away from being a really scary team. Number 1, to be the best, you got to beat the best. They beat the best. Got to go Dallas Cowboys number 1.
Wait, I couldn't hear you. I think there was some interruption going on. Or say it again.
I got the Cowboys at number 1 on the power rankings right now.
You said what? The Cowboys?
I got the Cowboys.
Number 1?
I got the Cowboys
Oh,
number 1 on the power rankings right now. can't deny. I mean, they are running the ball with tremendous. Like they lead the league in rushing. If DeMarco Murray was his own team, he would be fourth in the league in rushing right now. So he's out rushing 28 other teams by himself. As you said, like you got an offensive tackle winning player of the week. You know, their defense has really stepped up. A lot of people said that, like me included, they're saying that their defense, they might not have been as great. They might be average, mediocre at best. The defense has come to
DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah, their defense has come to play. So their defense is shutting people down. Right now they look like the most complete team. Like it's really weird to say the Cowboys are the most complete team, but the Cowboys are the most complete team right now. And if they're on a 5-game win streak, I don't see them losing to the Giants next week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to catch up
man.
at 6.
They can. That.
Like you said, it's very possible that they can get into the bye at 9-1. So those days of 8-8 are over.
But I'm gonna give you my top 5. It's a little bit different. Now for number 5, I had to put a 5A and a 5B.
Okay.
I had to. My 5A and 5B is the Packers and Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions got the number 1 defense, I believe, in the league right now, playing good football, very good football, taking care of business. You know, I understand the loss with the Bills, but they came right back. Won their game against Minnesota. Green Bay Packers, same thing. Relax. All of a sudden, they're cruising. And we all know what Aaron Rodgers is about with that offense. They got a new toy with Devontae Adams. They're doing their thing. And Golden Tate is being a consistent wide receiver, not named Booba Kitty Tron. Understand that. Golden Tate is more consistent now than what Megatron is. Understand that. And they're winning without him, too. Just might add. My number 4, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Record speaks for itself. You are what your record says you are. Trady McCoy had a great game last week, his best game last week. I still think there's some holes in him. They lost Darren Sproles for about 2 or 3 weeks. They're on the bye. Let's see how. Right. So let's see how they respond without Sproles, because Sproles has won them 2 games by big plays. All right. My number 3 pick, the Denver Broncos. Peyton Manning has so many toys, he can throw the ball to anybody. Doesn't matter, I believe, who gets hurt. They'll just add another piece to it. They lost Russ Walker. Here comes Emmanuel Sanders. They lost Monty Ball. Here comes Rodney Hillman. You know, you see Demaryius Thomas had a great game the other night. But I believe it was 200 and change he had.
Kill me in fantasy.
Yeah.
Kill me in fantasy.
Yeah, Julius Thomas. Come on now. So that's my number 3 team. My number 2 is the San Diego Chargers. Phillip Rivers doing a great job. Players with new players. He has no star players on his offense for him to do any work. He's the star player. He's doing everything. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting these young boys ready to play every Sunday. The Chargers are my number 2 team. My number 1 is America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. Jerry Jones is sitting back with his mouth shut.
Really?
He's letting the coaches coach. Jason Garrett got his own offensive coordinator who has worked with in Miami. The team is buying into the system. The offensive line that, let's face it, we all wanted Johnny Football, but Stephen Jones, his son says no. We are getting Zach Martin, the best guard, in the draft last year, and it's paid off. DeMarco Murray's running the football. Whenever they can run, Tony Romo is delivering the passes to either Des Bryant or Terrence Williams. You pick your poison. This team is balanced. Oh, excuse me. In no disrespect, I apologize. Rob Marinelli has made a difference on this defense. Last year, Peter Tillman, he has said the best defensive coach you can ever play for is Rob Marinelli. Rob Marinelli got a bunch of no-name players. No Sean Lee, no DeMarcus Ware, no Jason Hatcher, and I got a lot of copies of the reports when we had no DeMarcus Ware, no Hatcher, no Sean Lee. Everybody was just clowning us, just clowning all day long. We got a bunch of players who are playing together, and I can't wait. DeMarcus Lawrence, the defensive end they drafted out of Boise State, he's practicing. So he's practicing this week, and we'll be playing next week. Be careful with Michael Sam. Michael Sam will be used after the bye. So more toys for this defense, more pass rushing. I can't wait. My only thing is, if you're going to go to Seattle and beat them, you capitalize. You beat the Giants. You beat the Redskins. You go ahead, you beat the Cardinals. You go ahead to London, and you prove why you're America's team, and you beat Jacksonville. If you lose those type of games, I don't care about the Seattle game, and I will come on this show and I will say, if you don't win these games next week and the following week before this bye, all I ask for is a 9-1. You win 4 straight, or 8-2. You win 3 out of the 4. You cannot lose to those types of teams who are struggling if you beat Seattle. That's my top 5.
You're right. 3 out of 4 is a good record for that. But looking at the teams that you have to face, there's no reason why they shouldn't win.
No, it's any given Sunday.
Yeah, of course. Any given Sunday, you never know what's going to happen. You know, an injury could pop up right out of nowhere. Bad bounce. But on paper,
right? On paper,
the Cowboys should win all 4 of those games handily.
Listen, anytime you play in a division game, them X's and know the plays out the window because the teams are so familiar with each other. But, and my condolences to Victor Cruz. He's out for the year.
He's done.
Eli Manning has 3 receivers he has to get used to. Parker, a first-timer guy. Odom Beckham, a rookie. And Joseph Randle, I mean, let's face it, man. He's not Hakeem Nicks at all. These guys should not come in your house and do work.
They usually do, though. They usually do. So, like,
they should not. I don't want to teach you, but they should not. They should not. If you go ahead and you're playing good defense, don't let this win with Seattle go into your head. Go out there and execute. That's the thing about it. The best part about the Cowboys Seattle game that I love the most was when they went down 10-0. I got texts from all everybody was text. Facebook was going crazy. But you know I love how they responded. Those 10 points were mistakes that they made. They said, we're going to chill, keep going with our game plan, and they fought with Seattle every step of the way. That's what impressed me. My thing is, you go out there, you beat this Giants, you beat the Redskins, you beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals is the only team out of that 4 that should be a problem.
Yeah.
That's the only team.
Because you don't even know who's actually going to be the quarterback then. Because Carson Palmer might be back, and even if he's not, the quarterback they got now, he's actually playing. He's actually playing pretty well. You know, he's winning some games. You know, you might even see a Larry Fitzgerald sighting somewhere. I mean, like seriously, is Larry Fitzgerald not the best decoy in the league? Like, nobody passes him the ball. I mean, like, do quarterbacks know something that we don't? Because he seems to me to be one of the best wide receivers in the league, especially hands-wise. Dude catches everything. But they won't throw the ball.
Listen, Kurt Warner may need to come out of retirement and sign.
He's the only one who threw the ball.
And
they got the Super Bowl.
Spencer ends the quarter.
Oh, man.
Horrible what the Cardinals are doing. All right.
It's terrible what they did to him.
We on to the last quarter, Maurice. We're going to have our NFL picks. All right? Going to start it off. Thursday Night Football, we have the New York Jets going to the Patriots.
This is like, I hear that there's supposed to be some type of bar meetup where we can go and watch this game on tomorrow night. We're gonna need that bar game because it's not gonna be a good game. The Jets are gonna get destroyed. Like I got the Patriots winning this game easily. The Jets, they're in free fall mode now. It's like they're coming out and they'll be a lot worse than I thought they would be. I figured they would have at least three wins by now. They have one. I don't even know where to begin. It seems like they can't put it together. They can't string together 4 good quarters. So I got the Patriots winning this game, and another overreaction week to Tom Brady being a god.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I'm picking the Patriots to win this game as well, but we have seen Thursday night football is always some strange games. We have seen the visiting teams for some reason go to work. I mean, listen, again, it's any given Sunday, any given Thursday.
Yeah, any given Thursday now.
So Thursday, I got the Jets winning. I'm sorry, I got the Patriots winning this game.
Oh, okay.
But but I don't think it would be that much of a blowout like that. Okay, we got the Minnesota Vikings visiting the Buffalo Bills. Okay, the Buffalo. Who you got, Maurice? Sorry.
I definitely have the Bills winning this game. The Bills are a better team. I don't know what's happening with the Vikings all offense there. They're kind of struggling now, I guess, and Bills, they got a good defense. If Kyle Orton can just not make the big mistake, they should be able to win.
I agree. I got the Bills also. I think the defense is good. I think the Minnesota Vikings still trying to find their identity and what type of offense they're going to be running. Still putting some new plays in there. So, yeah, I'm definitely going with the Buffalo Bills in this one. Okay, we got the Miami Dolphins at the Chicago Bears.
This is a tough one to pick, actually. But I'm gonna go with the Bears. They're at home. They're coming off a big win in Atlanta. I feel like the Bears should win this game. Like it'll be close. It'll be really close. Miami's a lot better team than people think they are. But I think it's going to be close. But I think the Bears win this game at home.
All right. Well, I guess I got the Bears as well. I think the Bears are going to come in there and just go to work. Start throwing some touchdowns to Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey. Then go back to the old routine, throw them to the big plays. Martellus Bennett as well. Excuse me.
Yeah, my fantasy team.
Next one.
Hey guys, try to wrap it up.
Sorry about that. Next one. We got the Carolina Panthers. Excuse me, sorry. We got the New Orleans Saints at the Detroit Lions. I have an upset. Even though Detroit's at home, the Saints supposed to be the better team. I have the Detroit Lions winning this game. I did say earlier they are the #1 defense in the league so far.
Yeah, this is such a weird game to pick because I don't like the Lions. They're not a really good team overall. But the Saints are terrible on the road. So it's kind of like, who do you pick? So I mean, since I can't go for the 10-10 tie, I guess if I had to pick somebody, I would have to just pick Detroit, just because they're home, they're coming off a bigger win. So, but I don't know at all. Like that's a complete toss up to me.
All right, we have the Carolina Panther at the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, I definitely got Green Bay.
I got the Packers game.
Yeah.
Green Bay's gonna win this game.
Yeah,
I believe Green Bay's gonna come in there and just throw some darts.
Yeah.
At the Panthers.
Green Bay is at home. Like Packers fans gonna be going crazy. Cam Newton still has no offense. So yeah, I like Green Bay in this game.
I'm surprised they even scored 37 points at a tie.
Yeah. You know what? It was weird. I'm like, where did they get those points from? Because there's nobody to throw the ball to. Nobody hitting the ball to either. So I mean, it's kind of weird. But
nah. All right, we got the Bengals going to the Indianapolis Colts. I got the Bengals winning this game, Maurice. I don't like Andrew Luck. I think he's beating all just the bad teams. When it comes to teams like the Texans, he blows them out. Jacksonville, he blows out. I think this game is gonna show something.
Huh. This is also a tougher one. I like. I think I'm gonna go with Indianapolis at home because uh, he plays a lot better when they're at home.
Does
Cincinnati
he?
came. Yeah,
Does
he
he?
does. He
He lost
does
to
that.
Philadelphia Eagles. Come
But
on.
that's a better team though, and plus
Oh God.
he plays better at home, and I like the fact that Cincinnati played a whole extra quarter last week, so like there's that extra fatigue, and then they have to travel. So I mean, obviously, it was last week, but still, I still like Indianapolis to win this game.
All right. Wait a thing. This next one, I would love if Sean was available to answer this game. I would love it if he could answer this game as well. We got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to the St. Louis Rams, where the rookie Austin Davis is playing. Mm.
Well, it's going to be a tough.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Sean? What's up?
The offensive line is really failing me right now. Spinners. So, and if their pass rush is just terrifying as last year, it's going to be a tough game for Seattle, and it's going to be at their home court.
Wow, Sean.
Hmm. See, on the other hand, I don't think it's going to be a close game because I think that basically insert what I said last week about Seattle and insert it to this week about how they played a really sloppy and terrible game last week, and they're not like that. That's now they're put on notice. Now their unbeaten streak at home is gone. They lost the number one ranking. People are saying, oh, Seattle's getting exposed, blah blah. So this is going to be like I said when they played the Broncos. This is going to be a really angry Seattle team, and the Rams are not that good. They choked away a 14-3 lead against San Francisco.
Okay, wait. Oh.
Yeah. Give me the Seahawks big in this game. Whatever the over is, I'll take the over on this one.
Hold on 1 second now. Monday Night Football, when they were up 14-0, everybody was in America like, wow, the Rams can score. Now this is a rookie quarterback. He's getting his grooming. Little by little, they're gonna let him be more looser. They're getting loose. I'll be scared. Now, if this game was in Seattle, Maurice, everything you're saying, I would totally agree with you. But you're traveling. You're still in the bad. They're still in the bad mood for what happened in Dallas. All it takes is a play. Now, I'll be honest with you. We just talked about the Seattle offense. Let's keep it real. All you need to do is man up Percy Harvin with Janoris Jenkins. Who else is going to do work? We're going to do some more read option. Oh, beach ball.
You know who's gonna do work?
The Rams got this game.
Like what's the name? Pete.
The Rams will win this game. The Rams are winning this game, Maurice. I'm gonna give you a score. Are you ready for this? 35-14, Rams.
Moving on. We're running out of time, guys.
All right. We get the next game. We get the Tennessee Titans visiting the Redskins. What you got, Mo? Mo, you there?
Is this good?
Hey, Mo, you got that? Yeah, I think we lost. I guess
I think Maurice is in a bad mood right now because the Seattle Seahawks. He did have him in his team defense, but you know what? We can move. Sean, you can help me participate. Maurice will be all right. All right, we got the Titans at the Redskins. Sean, I got the Redskins winning this football game. They're saying that Jake Lock is hurt again. Charlie Whitehead is the backup quarterback, and I don't trust the Titans team. The rookie Bishop Sankey, for some reason, they will not let him run the ball. I mean, he is the best running back on their roster. The Redskins are more equipped. They went toe-to-toe with Seattle. I like him at home.
I'll agree with you. I don't really follow too much with Titans, but I haven't heard much of anything from them. And the Redskins are stepping up. So I don't think the
Right,
Titans have anything for the Redskins, to be honest.
right. All right, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Browns are surprising everybody, Sean. Me,
Yeah.
Maurice, we came in, we trashed this team. But I like Jacksonville at home. I like the Jaguars at home. They will get that one win with Blake Bortles. It's like that. Time after
Hmm.
time was like that. I like Jacksonville.
You like Jacksonville? Oh, okay. I'm surprised with that. I would go with the Browns. I don't know. I mean,
Upset.
they're stepping up. They're doing. They're making some strides of late. But I mean, when it comes to Florida, both Dolphins and Jaguar, I don't know, man. They still got a long way to go.
And then give it Sunday. All right, we got
And they
the
give it
Atlanta.
Sunday though. That's right. That's right.
We got the Atlanta Falcons. That's Maurice's Falcons at the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I'll tell you this. I would love to pick the Falcons to win this game because they haven't been consistent. But
Mm.
I got the Baltimore Ravens win this game. Flacco threw 5 touchdown passes last week. I mean, they were torturing. They were torturing. I like Baltimore at home. Continue the streak.
I don't know. It's a toss up with me. I'll probably go with the Ravens, but I could easily see Falcons winning this. Mo, you're
Hey,
back.
Maurice, that's you, Mo? Mo, listen. Hey, Mo?
Sorry, guys.
No,
Yeah. I'm back.
we,
I
no, we,
decided like I couldn't. I had to pull the plug because I can't believe that I can't believe that you said that. And then I was like, you know what? I gotta come back. I gotta come back.
yeah, come back strong? All
I,
right.
I almost rage quit there. I almost rage quit. I couldn't believe it. Like I
Listen,
couldn't believe you said
I
that.
felt bad. Listen, I'm telling you, the Rams are going to beat Seattle. What's it, 35-14.
Said 35-14. As in 35 points. 35
All right,
points. So
wrap
you're
it
gonna
up.
beat them by
Wrap
All
it up.
right.
yeah, we gotta wrap this up.
All right, we continuing. Well, here's the thing, Mo. Your Falcons are playing the Baltimore Ravens. I have the Ravens winning this football game. Who do you have?
You know what? The way that they're playing, I got the Ravens winning this game too. Because the Falcons, I don't even know what they're doing. So I definitely got the Ravens winning this game at home. Joe Flacco is hot right now. 5 touchdowns in the first half. That's ridiculous.
All right. We got the Kansas City Chiefs at the San Diego Chargers. Now, the Chiefs' offense is it's Jamal Charles, now Davis, Andy V's tricks. They're going to San Diego. We talked about Phillip Rivers is the MVP candidate. We love how they're playing over there. I'm going with the Chargers.
I got the Chargers too. I have faith in Phillip Rivers, and like he will decide everything.
Okay.
Oh no. We both could agree with Chargers. I guess Mo would come back.
Mhm.
And what we got up?
Now, I think Mo got he probably got a text from Phillip Rivers saying thank you for picking his team. I think that's what it is, Sean. That's what it is. That's what it is. I know. See, Maurice, Maurice, you got, damn. Can I meet them too sometime? I want to talk to. Tell Phillip I said what's up, man. Tell Phillips I said what's up. I picked him too, the MVP candidate. I know he called you, man. All right, we got the next one. We got the New York Giants playing at the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys. I got my Cowboys win this game. Maurice, what you got? Sean, he's still on the phone with Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, I think it's still talking. Philip is taking up most
He
time
probably
right
getting,
now.
he's probably getting some free tickets right now to San Diego to watch this game. He bought to pick me. I want to go to San Diego as well. All right, we got the Cardinals at the Oakland Raiders. Yo, Sean, the Raiders surprised me the way they played the way they play with against the Raiders. I'm sorry, the Raiders are probably the way they play against the Chargers, and I like them beating the Cardinals this game, especially with Carson Palmer coming back and he still has nerve damage in his arm, his throwing arm.
Yeah.
Not really too healthy there. I like the Raiders at home at the Black Hole.
Okay, I agree with you with that one as well. But I mean, the Cardinals are showing. I can easily see the Raiders winning that. Moving on to what's
Okay, next game. We got the 49ers. That's right. That's Nate Cobb's, Miss Sarita Thomas. They're 49ers at the Denver Broncos. Now listen, Denver's home is a Sunday night football game. Peyton Manning has the opportunity to break the touchdown record. I believe it's 510.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a party in Denver. It's gonna be a party. I got Denver winning this football game.
And you know what? Their defense. I'm not really like it right now. I think Kaepernick is a little complacent.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they can dunk all over the place. That's not gonna get you by. Last week he threw that ball last week though.
He needs to learn. He learned how to run the pass. I think the problem with Kaepernick, he doesn't know when he needs to throw or run. And if that happens, you're hesitant, that you're leaving yourself. That's the problem with Kaepernick. He doesn't know how to turn it on and off.
Right. I totally agree with you. And that's going to be the test for Sunday. We got the last game, Sean. We have the Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Reggie Brown!
Reggie Brown,
where you at, Reggie?
Who?
I got the Steelers to win this football game, Reggie.
Wow.
Win this game.
Who?
Who said
he was
that?
going to win his game, you said?
Steelers will win this football game. That's right. Monday Night Football, you may have the all Hall of Famers, like 55 years old, with their canes coming out. They may energize the Steelers team. They're going to win this football game. I see it.
I'm going to go with the Texans. Just because you're first.
Oh, man. Hey, listen. J.J. Watt may score. Listen, he might have to play offense. Might as well.
Yeah.
He's the only one scoring point. Maurice, you back?
Well, I think Maurice is in and out.
No, he's with Philip Rivers. How dare
He probably got that internet that's based like that gets affected by the weather because it's raining out here. So maybe that's the reason why he has a little bit of issues staying in the chat. Or he could be scared. That is also another reason why he could not be here. I can't speak for him, but being that this is 2-minute warning, I'm going to say he was scared. We don't give the benefit of the doubt in this group, so yes, Maurice is scared. But maybe he'll be back for next episode. We can talk to him and see if he feels a little bit better and more comfortable. But yeah, we'll talk to him.
You know what? At a time like this, I think what we need to do is extend ourselves to Maurice. Maurice, you always got a shoulder you can not lay on. Not lay on. I said, cry on. Not lay on. All right? So, Maurice, brother, I am there for you.
This episode of Fury sponsored by Kleenex.
That's it. AKA Jimmy Graham. Surface tissue.
Surface
tissue. You don't know what to call him, either Marcal or Scott. That's right, Marcal or Scott.
And we need to stay in theme, so we're two-ply. Soft on the skin,
That's right.
With that said, we're gonna end the show, but before we go, I want to make sure to give a shout out to all the hosts. Maurice, Tim, you did a good job. Sean,
Thank you.
did a good job too. We're gonna keep this up for next week. Also, coming soon, there is the NBA season, obviously starting in 2 weeks, and there will be a podcast with Maxwell and I, or me. I wasn't good in English, but I'm very, very good in basketball. So so look out for that fight to the finish. He doesn't know what he's up for, but look out for that. It's called Storm Sports. And also, we have fantasy basketball happening. So if you guys want to be a part of fantasy basketball, we have Free League and we have Money League. So message me if you're in the group. Find the group if you're not in the group. Join because you're missing out. And hope to see you guys next week. So,
yes.
Say bye. Somebody say bye on behalf of Maurice. Bye.
Bye-bye. Peace. Great show. Peace out.
That was a
God
Boo
bless
Kitty
y'all.
voice. That was in Boo Boo Kitty.
Oh, Booby Kitty Tron. Hi, I'm Booby Kitty Tron. I'm transforming.
All right, bye.
Booby Kitty Tron. That's what they mean.
Later.
God bless. Peace out.